This is the Advanced Arm Lock Attack Series. This tape teaches you not only how to catch the arm in all different positions, but how to finish it. How the arm catch grip break will happen in each different position. Right now I'm going to bring in Aaron Freeman. Okay, what we're going to do now when he's laying on his back is we're going to take this position. And this is arm catch position. And one thing you got to look at is where your legs and your feet are going to be, because your legs will be in all different types of positions. So these are just a few different positions. One is just, this is called standard position with both legs over. Another one is with the knee up like this. This is called standard, but this is like Japanese style. Okay? And in this position, you might have a leg under his arm where he has the grip, or you might have both legs like this. So one leg over the head and one leg under. Another way you might have it triangled. You might have his head triangled while you're arm locking him here. Like go once, just like this. Another position may be like this with your leg under and your shin blocking the shoulder. And sometimes even without this, you could still arm lock him with the shin holding his shoulder and you're still using the fulcrum, which is your hip. Another way is sometimes your leg's caught in between his legs. So if he's got his legs holding this nice and tight, sometimes I still, if I pinch my knees, can still arm lock him here. So these are just a few leg positions you'll end up in. Okay? And sometimes with your feet, instead of keeping them on the floor, sometimes you will cross your feet. Everyone has different preference and different styles, so these are all different ways that you'll end up finishing the arm. Again, you've got positions with the feet crossed, both feet over, one shin up, one leg through, other leg through, triangled here. Okay. One leg where you lost the triangle, he escaped with the shin on the shoulder, with the leg back over. And sometimes when he's caught in this position, you'll have your leg stuck by accident or incident, and you're going to be attacking the arm from here. All right, now when we catch the arm, one thing that's going to happen when you catch the arm, this is called catch position. He's going to have one of three basic grips. Possibly there may be more, depending upon what he's trained in and what he does. Some people grab the inside of their leg with this hand. There's all different ways that a person, they'll keep their leg up and grab so you can't finish. There's all different ways people protect their arms. And people are getting more inventive and creative these days. So you'll come across different ways that people will defend their grip. Okay. One grip that you'll come across is called a chain link. The second grip is called the Indian grip or the Indian handshake, Indian grip. The third is called bow tie. These are just three names to identify these different positions. And the bow tie will either be with that elbow up, but most people will keep that down nice and tight. Okay. All right, so in the first grip, if you look here, if you close up on his hands here, okay, one thing I want to do, number one, is I don't want a lot of space in between his arm and my body, because if I have a lot of space, it's easy for him to slide his hips away and bring his elbow to the floor and face me and bring his elbow down. So what I want to do is I want to keep this pulled away from him as much as possible, just like that, and I want to pull his shoulder away from his body so there's a lot of pressure here. Okay, now by doing this, by keeping this, I'm either going to padlock on my leg, on my other leg, or up on my chest. Like if I have a gi or a kimono, I'll keep it here. Okay, or sometimes I'll reach across and grab my belt or grab my leg. And these are all different positions. Without a gi, you're either going to keep it high or you're going to grab your leg to padlock. And the key, more than anything, is to keep your knees as tight as possible. Therefore, it's harder for him to slide out. And I want to be able to bend and kind of move with him. Okay, so the first grip is right here. Now, one thing I want to do is before I attack his arm, I want to stabilize the position. So by stabilizing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, number one, I'm going to pull his far elbow into me as tight as I can and crisscross my feet. Okay, by doing this, I'm taking both arms out of play. Now, by taking this and pulling it in as tight as I can, I've created his arms to be real tight here, harder for him to start to move his elbows and escape. When I do this again, I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to really pull his elbow and really kick this out and keep it tight. You should feel a lot of pressure right now and his collarbones coming together. And all I do is I post on both hands like I am, and I just squeeze my knees. And as a drill, I say move and get out. So all I do is I control him. He's going to try to escape and move. And I'm just using my legs to control this position. Okay? Let's take this one more time. So I have the catch position. I pull the far elbow as tight as I can. I push this and I bring it tight. Now that's the first step. Second step is I pull, push, and kick it nice and tight. My calf should be digging into the back of his shoulders. I'm just posting on my hands to teach my legs how to control his body, and the same thing. Go. Okay? This is to create a base. Now I'm using my legs to control him. Once I use my legs to control him, then I can take his arm away from him. Okay? All right, your second control position is, once I have this position, a lot of times a person tries to sit up. So as they try to sit up, I've got to post on this hand. And if he tries to bridge, I'll post on this hand. So now his objective would be to move this way or to move that way, and I'm either going to post here or post here. Again, to keep his body stable so I can attack his arm. So if he pops up and tries to sit up, I post here. If I'm holding it tight, I post here. And again, this post is only temporary, and I will switch my hands just to control his body and then take his arm. Again, he pushes, I post, I come back, just like this. Now I can attack. Okay, so you have a high post and a low post. Post, 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 pull my arms and go to your feet. Cross your feet. Bottom leg on the bottom. Pull my elbow. Pull my elbow again. Straighten it out. Straighten those legs out. Cross them. Yeah, now cross them again. Now take that arm. Right arm. Take it.